Hey gamers, Koar here, bring another Might and Magic Heroes Era of Chaos video. Today we're going to look at some of the new events and features that have been added in the game just recently. So the first one we're going to go ahead and talk about is the Lord Steward. Now this is going to save me so much time. So I'm running my VIP 14 account here, my main accounts, and then I'm also working on a VIP 0 and a VIP 4 account to try to get some additional content that can, maybe apply to more people in different areas, because there's a big difference in the game if you're going to spend money into it versus if you're not going to spend any money at all, or maybe just a little bit. So this feature is a godsend. So it's allowing me to better manage the 3 accounts, saving me time, which is just amazing. So under the Lord Steward here, you can claim rewards. So here's the Artifact Astrologer. I get 1 free chance a day, so I can just hit this and it's just going to pop through all of these. So Spell Prayer, going to go ahead and get that free chance on there. The gold keys, silver keys, the privilege rewards saves me a ton of clicks, especially across multiple accounts. It's just amazing. So we'll go ahead and hit that. It's going to pop up the rewards that I get from it, so I can kind of review it. Confirm that. We'll move on to the guild benefits. Guild Daily Pack, got one of those. The Guild Reward Pack, now those pop up later in the evening for me, and so I'll be able to just quickly hit those when that comes up, but I claimed those last night, so that's not going to refresh yet. And then the Guild Mercenary, no gold can be claimed. This is, I believe, currently bugged. There's a ticket in for it. It's already been mentioned, so hopefully that'll get fixed here, and that'll just claim the gold on a routine basis there. So, but not too worried about that one. I don't click that very often, even when it's just there. Just keep stacking gold up in there. So moving on to features here, the Trial of Angels. I do need to work a little bit more on updating this. Now this one here, you can go into the settings and kind of pick which one you want to grab. I'm going to go ahead and select the balance sweep, so we'll confirm that. And so highly recommend it if you're not going to be pushing that to maybe target the one that you want, or at least do a balance sweep. So you can make that modification in there, so don't forget about that. Crypt, Dwarven Treasury, Dragon Utopias, and the Plains here. So I need to work on these manually, so you don't want to get in the habit of necessarily constantly doing these, because you want to keep your score up high so that when you're autoing it, you're getting the best benefit from it. But today, I'm just going to go ahead and click through those. So, all right. Got all that. And then now that I've clicked through the shipyards and pulled everything off, they're all unassigned. So if I'm going to go ahead and do it a second time here, and it's going to go ahead and assign all of those for me. So now their shipyards are back at work. So again, just a great feature, saving a ton of time. Other features, you can do quick sweep of battles. Man, cannot talk this morning. Shows your current rank, where you're at. I'm going to hold off on doing the quick sweep on these, but normally I'll just do a quick sweep at the end. Maybe at the timer I'll try to hit what I want to and then do the sweeps. But if you're not too worried about it, you can hit the quick sweeps and just get that done there now. So that's the Lord Steward. Again, it's a great feature. I'm really glad that they added that quality of life improvement to the game. It's going to save you a lot of time every day having access to that. The other thing we wanted to kind of go over here is we got the altar events. You got the Black Dragon and the Angel. Now, generally, my recommendation on these is they take a lot of diamonds to get. You're usually averaging about 12 pieces per 10 pull, maybe 13 if you get lucky, but it's right around there. So plan out how many diamonds you need if you want to do it. For Black Dragon, I really wouldn't recommend getting the Black Dragon unless you're going to go Dragon Mutare, who is available today on the single purchase top-up event, and we'll go over that in a little bit. Angel, if you're going to put in any of these, Angel would be the better option. Angel's going to go into Dragon Mutare or any other list, but Black Dragon will be more important in that list than Angel. Again, then the conversation then is whether or not you're going to spend your diamonds on getting an Angel, either the 3-star or 4-star, etc., or would you be better off investing those diamonds into, say, artifacts or spells? Because you're usually going to get more bang for your buck on those. I don't hit these too often. I did do it with Behemoth to get him the 4-star, and then later to 5-star just by doing a few pulls because I already had enough built up on him. That's because I made Kilgore and thought that was a fairly decent investment. My artifacts are fairly high, so that's something you'll have to decide for yourself. Like I said, I wouldn't go Black Dragon unless you're going Dragon Mutare, and then Angels, you're going to have to kind of decide on artifacts at that point, or spells versus that. So we'll go ahead and click in here, get my free pull. So 1 token there, and Angel, let's get that knocked out. Alright, so now we go look into the events here. So I don't generally just buy diamonds to buy diamonds. If I am going to get any diamonds on this account, it's usually because I'm getting something else in addition. So you have these top-up events or these single purchase events. And so with the, for me, it's a $100 package for about 7,000 gems. It's got 6,480, but you get a bonus in there. And then you'll be able to select one of these three. There are 180 Beholders, 180 Manicores, or 40 Dragon Mutare. And I went ahead and got the Dragon Mutare just so I had the hero. We'll kind of go ahead and take a look at it as well. And then obviously you can see the 50 if you need to get these here as well. So $50 package looks like you get the 3-star Beholder or 3-star Manicore or 20 Hero Universal Shards. And then here's the recruitment awards. If you happen to have a 6-star Black Dragon, you do get a pretty sweet frame. Other than that, you just kind of get these aren't too bad if you already have these, along with some stuff here. So it's not too bad, just kind of free stuff on top of what you already got. All right, so take a look at Dragon Mutare. Get her pulled up here. So that's what she'll look like. It's a buff dragon. And take a look at Masteries here. Dragon War can trigger the Black Dragon, Green Dragon, and Red Dragon's ultimate skill. So Red Dragon is not released yet. I know in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, it was actually the upgrade to the Black Dragon. In this era of Chaos, it's a new unit. It just hasn't been released yet. So you're going to want to run the dragons. So every time the ult hits, it's going to trigger. Every time her ult is cast, it will trigger their ults as well. It's going to give you a lot of really great DPS. And then when the Green Dragon's on the battlefield, unit damage and attack speed of friendly units will increase by 10%. And when the Black Dragon's on the battlefield, damage reduction and defense of friendly units will increase by 10%. So we want to be running those definitely. Her 2nd-star ability, when a dungeon units fight against burned targets, their unit damage increases by 20%. And when attacked by bleeding targets, the unit damage increases by 20%. So burning things and bleeding things is going to get you some benefits for your dungeon units. So that'll be Black Dragon, possibly Manicore, Beholder if you're running that in this list. I think there's a lot of different ways you can run Dragon Mutare. You will want to focus kind of on flying units for the most part. And then, you'll be looking at the Black, Green, Red Dragon. Angel's going to be a really great addition to it as well, just because of the flying, and Angel is just such a solid unit. Yeah, so here we are on the 3rd skill, and this is still effective with no heroes on the battlefield. For every flying unit deployed, unit damage reduction, attack speed of the Black, Green, and Red Dragon will increase by 3%. So even if you're not necessarily running Dragon Mutare, but you have a Black Dragon or Green or Red in your formation, they're going to get a boost based on the number of flying units deployed alongside them. And then her 4th skill, when a unit triggers spell breakers, skills, 2 seconds of magic immunity, cooldown of 6 seconds will be granted, and 10% of max HP will be recovered. For every dungeon unit deployed, the attack speed of friendly was increased by 4%. So running more dungeon units with her will get you a little bit net attack speed, so you kind of have to weigh whether or not you'll want to run a better unit or a dungeon unit to, take a look at that. And then the spell breaker skills are kind of some of those dungeon specific triggers that when an enemy casts a spell, they'll get some kind of benefit. And so that's nice. It's really going to help your Black Dragon as well. So she's got a pretty good spell kit. Let's take a look at her spells. With the Dragon Roar is her ultimate. Again, when she casts this, is going to trigger your dragons to use their ultimate skill. So it's going to be increased DPS. It's going to inflict bleed. doing some max HP percentage damage, and a 6-second stun, which is just amazing. And some units may become immune to bleed damage, and the bleeding units have reduced healing. So we got some confirmation from the developers, but what this is even if a unit is immune to the bleed damage, they will still have reduced healing from it. So even if they are not being bled, they still get the reduced healing. So that's what that's trying to convey. Fire arrow is just your general arrow that everybody has. Well, arrow version. Fire being the less useful, but in this case it does do the burn on the target, which will play into the specialties. Curse is just an underrated spell. I think it's pretty solid, just decreasing the target's unit's attack. So it's just a decent spell. And then Slayer is one of the better unit buffs in the game for damage. Masteries. So on Masteries here, I think you want to look for, you're definitely going to want the fire, getting the fire reduction, looking at the expert fire magic. I think other good ones you're going to look at are the expert mysticism, which will just help you with the spell recovery. She's going to want to cast rolled a lot, so having the cooldown reduced and getting the mana faster is going to be great. Another one that could be good would be looking at, let's see if we get down to it here, increasing your spell levels. That one's always a decent one, but this can also help with cooldown reduction, getting the spell level up higher or damage on it. Other ones you could be looking at would be increasing your defensive units defense. So that's your black dragons included in that, or your caster damage. Could be another solid pick as well. So you kind of have some options on what you want to build with. This one right here. But I think these two here are definitely going to be key, and then you can kind of play around with it. I know it recommends expert resistance. I just don't think that's as good of a skill. And the expert sorcery is also going to be good because your green dragon's going to be doing a lot of damage, and so it could be very useful in there as well. And then again, you could be running something like rock, which is also a flying unit, which will help out as well. So like I said, you have some options in there. But so that's kind of where the Dragon Mutare is, just kind of a really brief overview. Now, Never Justice, the lead moderator on the official Discord, has put out an excellent video showcasing Dragon Mutare. He's already got his up to 4-star, got units invested, and he's put out a great video just kind of showcasing some fights with that. So I'm going to link that in the card over here somewhere on the screen. So make sure you go check out that video. He's starting to put out some content, so it's really good, and it just helps out the community. So anyways, thanks for watching, and have a good day.